Good afternoon and welcome in here to TSSR Game Time Live as we bring you a triple header. We've got JV varsity boys as the Cyclones take on the Western Wildcats, and then we will have coming up for you in just a couple of later tonight. We will have girls regional basketball. That's coming up at around 4 o'clock. So back to back to back. We'll see if Greg's voice can last that long here as we get ready. Glad you're alongside this afternoon for basketball action for the Western Wildcats. As we get ready here for the Western Wildcats, out there on the court right now, it is Dwight Flint, joined by Brody Boehner, Corbin Foss. Catch that one in a minute as Melvin gets the tip, joined by Hunter Having. As it passes over to Faust. Faust going to put it on the floor a couple times. Wings it up to Dalen McCartney, joined by Ruger Olson, Max French, and Cam Melvin. The aforementioned Cam Melvin. Works on the far side, trying to get it down to French. French bouncing it, stolen away, pulled away by Having. And off they'll come in the hands of Dwight Flint. Flint going to put it on the bounce a little. Man on, there's a 2-3 zone put on here by the Cyclones. Back up top, they'll swing it to the near side, looking in the post, gives it up, working out for Flint. Flint lobbing in the lane, shot on the way, about a 7-footer up by Kendrick. And he'll miss that, and we'll go back the other way. Jason Faust dribbling it now for the Cyclones. Gives a bounce down to Melvin. Melvin watching McCartney cut through on the near side. Passes to Olson, over to French. Max French gives a look. Now, do note, folks, you know you're not seeing things as a travel by Melvin. They're doing 7-minute quarters as we have to get the regional game in or started on time. So they're just doing 7-minute JV quarters. Flint lobs it down low. That one, well, picked away for a second. Having put it up, in and good. And so the Wildcats are on the board first at 2-0. So if you think the quarters are going by a little quicker, well, you're right, because they're a minute shorter. Giving it to Olson. Olson on the dribble. And he'll be bumped and fouled by Flint. Flint striking Olson. We've got a shoe tie. 5:21 mark of the first quarter play, 2-0 lead here for the Western Wildcats. And yes, if in case you're curious, we did start a little bit early. As they're doing that, trying to make sure, again, we get that regional game in on time. We've got Senior Day festivities as well. Bounce down to Olson. He'll hold. Look at McCartney cutting through. Waits. Bounces up for Faust. Faust wheeling toward the lane as it tapped away, stolen by Kendrick. Kendrick on the run. McCartney giving chase. Puts it up, puts it in and good, and the Wildcats lead it here 4-0. A sparse but hearty crowd here today. As Ruger Olson works the near side, drives the baseline, spins out, comes to French. He'll pop the three. No good, and Kendrick down with the rebound. Off to Flint. Okay, you know I got to say it. Flint's been sharp here so far. As they try to get down to Having, he lost the handle on it. Sometimes the jokes just write themselves, folks. Chris Alt-Gilbers, the official, will hand it over and work it over for Boehner. Boehner in the lane. Back outside to the near side for Foss, rather. I'm old, can't read that well. Foss out in the corner. He'll put up the three. It's no good. Rebound off the hands of McCartney. Melvin secures, and they'll head back the other way. 4-0 lead here for the Western Wildcats. Everybody looks at you funny when you say the Cyclones are playing Western today. No, not WIU. Kendrick, another pick. Melvin going to chase him, fight for it, and Foss comes out of there with it. Wings it out to Boehner. Boehner resets it over to Flint. Flint holds on, waits, puts it on the bounce, swings it. In the lane, they do it to Kendrick. And a nice job there. We've got a timeout called by Sam to counter. Not exactly happy with the defensive Switching, so we're going to take this commercial timeout. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And don't forget, JoJo's Gaming Parlor, offering the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events on the big screens. Join your friends at JoJo's, 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. Melvin partially blocked there, and they'll go back the other way. And Cam Melvin fighting his way back, getting a good steal, coming to Faust. Faust in the lane. A little bit of a bailout there by Flynn as Faust came into him. Committed the foul. Faust will be at the free throw line. Faust, first one up. It is good. So the Cyclones finally on the board at the 3:23 mark of this first quarter. And back into the game comes Boehner. He'd been switched out briefly. Second one, no good. Ruger Olson chasing it down. Also into the game for Jacob Tunjet. And Cyclones bounce it. Faust kind of took his eyes off it at the last second. And out of bounds, turns it over to Western. And as they work here, Kendrick going to work it out of the lane. They're trying to get it down low for Tunget. And couldn't get it through there. Turns it over, brings it back over to West Prairie. Glad you're alongside on this Saturday afternoon. Didn't get the weather that everyone expected. That's 2 in a row that we've done that. You know it's going to clobber us one of these days. Ruger Olson, a little bully ball, missed the shot. And Melvin a near steal. Kendrick able to secure. He'll give it off to Boehner, and here come Western. 2:40. Clock rolling here, first quarter. 4-1 lead for the Wildcats Western. Into Kendrick. High-low post setup. Gets it out to Sizemore, and he sizes up a jump shot, puts it in. 6-1. And they'll work it back to Melvin. Melvin on the far side had it poked by Kendrick. Got it back to French, swinging on the pass for Faust. He'll pop the three, no good. And Kendrick's down with the rebound. Western done a good job of limiting him to one and done. Boehner going to force the action, no good. Rebound fought for. Ruger Olson coming out of there with it. And tapped over to Faust. Faust will head the other way. And throws it off the feet of Cam Melvin. They had quite a bit of that last night. As Melvin drives, shoots, no good, and the rebound tapped out of bounds by Foss. He'll go out as Mason Dunn will check in, also having coming back in, replacing Kendrick. So Western gets a little bit bigger here. Bounce it in. McCartney had it, lost the handle on it. And out of there with it comes Boehner. Boehner on the drive, kicking on the outside, shot up and no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Sizemore couldn't get it to go. And now Jair Flora-Durham coming in. Cam Melvin out with 1:33 left in this first quarter. As Faust dribbles it up. Bounces to Olson. Olson holds and waits. Comes to McCartney. Got a good job on the screen and cut. Max French setting a nice screen. Makes it 6-3. As they'll work it here. Dribbling down Dunn. Dunn trying to get it in the lane. Taken away. Out to Faust. Faust works it up. Dribbles across. Comes over to Olson. Olson holds and waits. In the lane, finds Max French, missed it. Having pulls it down. And bounces it over to Boehner. Boehner across half court, quickly to Dunn. Dunn back to Boehner. He'll fake, put up the three, no good. Rebound Jair Flora-Durham. He'll kick it over for Faust, and they'll work it up the court here. The last 35 seconds of this first quarter. Cross court's on the bounce pass to Olsen. Bounces in for French. He's shot no good. Rebound secured by Boehner. And Boehner will work it up. Don't have to be in a huge hurry, but got to be mindful of the clock as they're coming up here. Sizemore thought about it, pull it down, bounces inside. And French a near steal up to Boehner. Boehner spots a three and banks it home. Banks always open. That's not always true on the weekends. And now Faust will throw it at the end of the first quarter play. It is 9-3 in favor of the Western Wildcats. We're going to step aside to bring you into the second quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Coming in for whether it's OB or just your women's health can be a very scary, kind of daunting experience. So it's nice that we have this welcoming, state-of-the-art space to bring our patients into. I think the best part of my job is being able to take care of women and just make them feel empowered and know that we're here for them, that their problems are real, that their concerns are real, and we just want to give them the best care possible. Nothing makes me feel better than when my patients tell me this is the most comfortable they've ever felt at a women's health exam.
And let's thank some more of our very fine sponsors like MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it. In 2025, MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. Your farm is your legacy as the leading farm insurer. Country Financial here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. He wets his whistle, so if you're playing the home game, consume. As having underneath, he'll be fouled by Olsen. And that gives us a very appropriate chance to check your lineups for you. It is Kendrick, Sizemore, Dunn, Boehner, and having at the free throw line for Western. It is Flora-Durham, Olsen, Faust, McCartney, and Melvin for West Prairie. Max French back in. Second one on the way, no good. And McCartney down with the rebound. 9-3 lead here for Western as we are in the second quarter of play. Faust, they bring it down to Melvin. Melvin up for Ruger Olsen. Slings the bounce pass over to French. Now working to Melvin. Out to McCartney. Back to Melvin. Bounces in for Olsen. Olsen went up. And we'll have a foul. That one's on Having. Thought for a minute he might be able to sneak in there and tie Ruger Olsen up. And that's one of those things, you watch Ruger down there. As a post player, you got a sense where the guy is. You turn the other way. As Olsen makes first. It's at 9-4. Second one on the way. No good. And Western will pull down the rebound. Boehner will bring it now. Dribbles down the side as it tapped out of bounds by Ruger Olsen. As we work down to the 6:15 mark. And if you remember me saying 7-minute quarters, because again we have to get the regional game at 4 o'clock on time. And Ruger Olsen with the nice interception heading into the lane. Bobbled a bit, shoots it, won't go. Rebound fought for, and Boehner's going to secure it. Boehner dribbling out of there, comes up over the timeline, holds it, waits. Passes over for Dunn, and he'll fire it across to Sizemore. Sizemore to Boehner. Looking at Kendrick or Having the high-low set, and Sizemore shook that foot a little too much, drug it along. So Flint, Hayden Clary makes his first appearance, and Corbin Foss will come back as well. As they bring it out to Melvin. Melvin holds on now, works the far side, watching McCartney cut through. Dribbles up, nice back in, can't get it to go. Kendrick pulls it down, and Western will come back the other way. The Wildcats on the bounce is Flint. Working down, lobs it to Kendrick. Kendrick lobbing low for Having, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Foss, nope. Tip, and Olsen has it. Olsen across half court now, looks to work. As he bounces, has his pass taken away. Foss can't corral it though, and lets it go out of bounds, so it'll keep it. With West Prairie, Jason Faust will go out. Or no, he'll stay in. Dalen McCartney will go out. Faust into Olsen. As Olsen works it out top. Faust, open three, pulls it, got it. Sports Corner 3 for Jason Faust. As I like to say, some kind of bargain. And offensive foul as Kendrick going to clear out Faust's sinuses. Caught him right there in the nose, and let me tell you, I know those are painful. Of course, that's partly because I have a big nose. Jason does, and I do. As Olsen comes up, man-on-man put on here by Western. Flora Durham holds 4.5. Let to go, trying to bull his way in, and they're going to having a foul. As Jair just putting his head down and heading into the lane. Having will check out here. I think that was his second or third foul. As French looks into McCartney. McCartney back for Melvin. And Cam Melvin works it out to Jair Flora Durham. He'll dribble, kind of again bully ball his way in there, bounces to McCartney, poked away and stolen. Flint quickly down to Foss, tried to get it to Tungent, and then threw it out of bounds. Glad you're alongside a full afternoon of Cyclone basketball here. And unless I miss my guess, I believe this might be my last weekend of the season, as I don't think we'll have any more West Prairie home games. Could be wrong on that. I haven't checked my schedule too close. And Melvin nearly throwing it through the hands of Faust. Ruger Olsen had to chase it down. He brings it out as they put Faust up top now for McCartney. McCartney waits, holds, bounces, and Foss able to get a hold of it. Works it over for Flint. With 3:40 left to go here in the first half, 9-7 lead for Western. Foss passes for Flint, a bounce, then gives it back to Foss. Foss going on the dribble drive, trying to beat McCartney, and they're going to whistle him for a carry. As the turnover brings it back over to West Prairie. Into Olsen. Olsen will walk it up. Ruger Olsen coming up here, coming down to the near side, waiting for Faust out top, and then spins the dribbles. They'll get a push foul on Flint. And Flint going to pick up his third. As Sam DeCouter basically took a nice decoy as McCartney spinning in the middle there, puts it up, puts it in, and ties us up at 9. Just telling him to set a good screen, and McCartney open on the roll. Kendrick with it now, nearly taken away by Melvin. Foss with it over to Kendrick. Kendrick throws that one away. Olsen has it, loses it back, and then French is going to be whistled for the push. As Boehner brings it in. Waits, looks. Fires it over. They work it on the top to Sizemore. 3 on the way by Foss. No good. Rebound Ruger Olson. Trying to beat Sizemore up the court. Dribbles in. And that one going to be erased but fouled. It was Tunget. I'm going to apologize. I thought that there was an extra N in there. There was not. And now Olson at the free throw line. Free throw is up and good. So the Cyclones take their first lead of the contest. Second one on the way. It is good. In it comes to Boehner, and Boehner will walk it up now. 11-9. Cyclones here by 2 in this second quarter play. 2.5 left to go in the first half. They wait and fire out to Foss. Foss swings back to Boehner. Boehner in the lane to Kendrick. Had Faust draped all over him. To Boehner, swinging to Sizemore. He'll put up the 3. No good. Hard off the rim. Rebound tip. And McCartney has it. Finally scoops it out of there. Then lost the handle on it, and about 3 guys lost it. It'll stay here with West Prairie. Cyclones have it here. We'll bring it in underneath the near side of the free throw lane. Give a trigger, and that one kicked by Kendrick. They look here. Into McCartney. Now Melvin coming out. They give it to him. Cam Melvin sets it up here. Waits, gives a bounce down to Olson. Olson looking. Will drive it down in the lane, shoots shot, and gets it to go. Not sure if that was on the play, but a couple Cyclones wiped out. And so the Cyclones make it 13-9. Dalen McCartney out. Also a little embarrassing. Probably caught that on camera. This West Prairie game stream made possible by MTC's fiber internet. Buffering means suffering, so kick slow Wi-Fi to the curb and connect your home with MTC's fiber internet to get blazing fast Wi-Fi speeds up to 1 gig. Shot a little short. Kendrick the rebound, puts it up and in. And don't forget, sign up online at mtcfiber.net. So the Wildcats get a bucket back after a long drought, cut the Cyclone lead to 13-11. Olson gives a look. French, nice cut. Just kind of babied it up there, missed it. Tunget pulls it down, and now out to Boehner. Boehner sets us for the last minute 10 of this first half of play. Looks back, comes over, trying to load it down in the post, and I thought so. Sizemore kind of did the hippity hop to the barber shop as he was standing there. I know that's old, but I'm old. Not many barber shops anymore. I guess you could say hippity hop to the sports clips, but that doesn't rhyme as well. Olson, nice fake, gets around Foss, puts it up and in. As Ruger Olson gets a bucket, makes it 15-11. Boehner brings it up here. Under a minute we go. Into Kendrick, and Melvin going to get caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Having will check in. Tunget will go out. As Boehner will bring it inbounds. And again, glad you're alongside here on this Saturday afternoon. A matinee. Triple header coverage of Cyclone basketball here. Sizemore up quick, shot a little short. French the rebound. And out they'll work it to Melvin. Melvin going to bounce down as his pass taken away. Foss got it. Olson got it back. Bounces in for French. French down for Flora Durham and tapped out of bounds. Western has had very active hands here in this first half of play. Actually, it goes to Western. So at 25 seconds, they will work it up here. Boehner down, comes to Foss. Foss looks, bounces into Kendrick. Kendrick 15-footer, hard off the back of the iron. Nice job by French to block out. And now they bring it up to Flora Durham as it goes through his hands, throws it off of. And after the ball bounced, Jair Flora Durham caught the basketball. And now they'll come up. Shot on the way and was no good anywho. And we're going to step aside here. Dwayne had a chance to talk up with the fine folks at MDH here at the half. Let's take this time out right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
And welcome back. I'm here with Emily Alden now. And Emily, patient advocate, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds like a title that encompasses a whole lot. Let's first put it in simple words if you can, and then we'll kind of go in depth a little bit.
Yes, as the patient advocate, there is a lot to do in the role, but it's a fantastic opportunity. So generally speaking, I will help patients. I will talk about the service that they have here and just in general measure the patient experience for the entire organization.
Well, speaking of knowing the entire organization, kind of the theme has been everybody knows everybody at MDH because you're a smaller rural hospital, even though MDH offers a lot. You literally have to probably know everybody or most everybody because you need to know what each thing's going to happen if that patient's dealing with it.
Yes, that's very true. When I first stepped into the role about a year ago, it was really an interesting and fantastic opportunity to get to know all of the departments, how they work together and individually, and just to see the well-oiled machine.
Well, patient care, obviously, at a hospital is key. You're a key part of that. What is it about patient care at MDH that makes MDH special?
Service excellence internally to provide the best patient care is top of mind here for all of our staff across every single level, every single department, and the organization as a whole. It's a big focus. So we make sure that we take care of our patients and that way they have the best experience possible. We're very open to feedback. We always want to improve in areas that we can improve. So we always have open ears. We always appreciate the feedback that we receive.
You are working with all departments. And when a patient comes in, let's say they come into the ER and then they come to ICU and then they go to the floor, your job kind of is to let the patients know what you can do, right? Or what you offer, or what they can do. Am I missing that? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, our case management department is instrumental with that side of things. Every once in a while, I'll step in and just check in on patients, see how their experience overall is going, to collect that feedback and see if we can implement any changes to make it even better.
So you deal with patients in so many different departments, and really they can go all the way from getting here in the ER to physical therapy on the way out, right?
Yes, absolutely. So MDH has a lot to offer our patients. So while you're here, if you're just running in for some outpatient tests, whether it's lab work or visiting our radiology department, convenience clinic, visiting your primary care provider over at MDH Family Clinic, emergency room, labor and delivery, there's so many different departments that work so well together, and our team is a family. The organization in itself is a family. And so everybody does a great job at trying to understand what departments do that aren't their own, so that way we can make it a seamless experience for our patients.
Well, and then as a patient advocate, right, you just kind of all that together and look at it, right, and then see as patient A comes through, what can we do to make patient B, who might follow them, a little bit better next time?
Absolutely.
So as you do that, what kind of things do you look for? I mean, what I would imagine with MDH as it continues to improve, mm-hmm. you start looking for smaller things, right? So the obvious things are maybe gone. So then you start looking at little things to make the sometimes the worst experience of their life, right, a little bit better as they work through.
Yes, most definitely. So you never know what kind of day somebody's having when they walk through our doors, and you don't know what they're necessarily here for. So it's important to keep an open mind and take a look at what can we ask them that's specific to their experience. Why are they here? Comfort them and make sure that we ask the right questions so that we can purposefully pull out information that we can work on.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about different things from different people. you're, besides Bill, the CEO, you're the one person that kind of helps with, like, it gets your hands in a little bit of everything as far as the patient is concerned. Everybody's talked about it being a family, and you've even mentioned it being a family. Does the fact that everybody knows everybody as far as employees, from the CEO down to the CNAs, does that kind of make your job a little bit easier?
Absolutely. When you're a family, you care about each other, and we are all here for one purpose, and that is to provide the best experience for our patients that we possibly can. So when you are a tight-knit family, it's just great to be, we're a community, a family, a community, and we are here to serve our patients. And when everybody has that one purpose, it's a great feeling.
Well, Emily, I appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and keep fighting for the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after this.
The best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back here. Here we are at the half, as getting ready for second half action. I would take a look, and well, Greg does some things he was kind of wrong. Upcoming schedule for the Cyclones this week. Of course, got this here against Western, and then next Thursday, the Cyclones are at home as they take on Central. That'll be at 6 p.m. So we'll see how things go. We'll have senior recognition. Have one basketball player, Caden Little, and two cheerleaders, and we'll do that coming up here. And again, don't forget, we're going to have regional basketball action. That'll be coming up later on, right at 4 o'clock here. And again, Cyclones came from behind, 15-11. They lead it here at the half. Been a low-scoring, offensively challenged game on a Saturday. And I will tell you, folks, as a player, I absolutely could not stand Saturday games. I understand why they did them. Homecoming was one for us, as we didn't have football. But I was not a fan of Saturday ball games. That just a totally out of the routine, I guess you could say. So 15-11, going to get them rolling here in this second half of play. Like I said, trying to make sure they get everything in and on time before go here. It'll be Faust, Melvin, McCartney, Olson, and French on the floor for West Prairie. It is Corbin Foss, Brody Boehner, also Riley Kendrick. We'll get the other two in just a moment. Melvin brings it over to Faust. Having is one of those, and the other is Sharp. I was looking for the first name. Or Flint, rather. Dwight Flint. Yeah, see, my own joke got me messed up. Melvin looking around, finally finds Faust on the far side. He'll dribble it over, hand it off to Ruger. Olson looks, and now a couple of dribbles. Seesaws back and forth and brings it out to Melvin. Melvin down to Olson. Olson traveled with it. Had those happy feet. And turns it over. Flint walking it up here. Up quickly to Foss. Foss loads the cannon, can't get it to go. Rebound tip. And now pulled down there by Boehner. Out to Flint rather. He'll put it in. And I'm going to mess myself up as Flint knocks home the sports corner three and makes it 15-14. 1 point lead for the Cyclones as they go back to work here. McCartney over to French, over to Olson. They're setting several screens, running motion type offense. Olson just plows his way in and gets one off glass. Able to kiss it home for a 17-14 lead for West Prairie. 5:27 mark of the first quarter. Riley Kendrick, 2 on the way. The ever-dreaded long two, and it stays at a 1 point lead for West Prairie, 17-16. They'll bounce it over to Olson. Olson looking in the lane, nearly had it batted away by Flint. And he'll look up for Melvin. Now takes it in the lane himself, dribble it off somebody's foot. Melvin will chase it down, and then Sam DeCounter is going to take a timeout. Not exactly happy with how things were going, so we'll thank more of our very fine sponsors here. Pawn Plus, proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pawn Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. Also provide on-site jewelry repairs, open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games. Having a big sale right now, located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974, Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP, seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service done matched in this area, and as a customer, they'll take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121 today. Bounce down for French. French working the far side, backs it on out, gives to Melvin. So go back to working offense over to McCartney. McCartney holds and swings and throws it past Olson and out of bounds. 17-16, 1 point advantage here. And bring it up. Foss holds, looking to Flint, passes over for Boehner. Boehner trying to load Having in the post. Spin on French, good jump down by Melvin. And 3 seconds. I got to say, nice call by Mike Hodges on that one. That's a very nice call. 4:20, clock rolling here in this third quarter play as they go to work. And again, welcome all of you in here to an afternoon of Cyclone basketball. Back to back to back we'll go. Not all the opponents the same. Melvin going to drive underneath. Nice stop and spin move, and then Kendrick going to give the foul. Nice job by Cam Melvin, the stop and go. As he'll be up at the free throw line. And free throw's good. Going to roll home and in. First point in the game for Cam Melvin. Ruger Olson leading the way with 11. And makes them both. So 19-16, back to a 3-point lead. Flint down for Foss, back out to Flint. Flint swinging around, looking. Now out to Flint again. In the lane, Kendrick. Kendrick a dribble, goes in, shot is up and good. And they continue to keep this tight, 19-18. 3:40 left in this third quarter. Swinging, waiting, holding out to Olson. Olson dribbles with it. High 1-4 set here by West Prairie. Getting a screen from French is Melvin. And McCartney goes over to Olson. Olson fakes, turns, looks. Bounces down to McCartney. McCartney has it poked away and stolen there. Western comes back. Flint avoiding Melvin, drives right down the lane, goes up with it, can't get it to go. A little hard off the left side. Cyclones recover it. Melvin works it up now. Bounces to McCartney. McCartney going to spin on Kendrick. Kendrick going to get the push, and that will be on the floor. 19-18, 3 minutes left to go, third quarter. Been a pretty clean game all the way along here. Melvin out top to Max French. He'll bring it to Melvin. Melvin shakes, looks, and brings it back to French. French waits. He'll spin, shoot shot, partially blocked. Comes out of there with it. Flint in a hurry across half court as they'll set it up to Boehner. Boehner three on the way, no good. McCartney snaps up the board. Back will go the Cyclones. Cam Melvin bringing it in the lane, drives down, traveled before he got there, kind of stopped. Tried to gather himself, turned it over. And now Flint brings it up, trying to put the Wildcats into lead. Foss brings it back to him, brings it back to Foss. Down to Having, he'll work on French, off the glass and good. Nice post move there. And puts the Wildcats ahead, 20-18. As Melvin works. One to come to Faust, finally does. Well, actually kind of dribbles over to Olsen. Works it here, the minute 50, out top for Faust. Faust, three on the way, good! Ring up a sports corner three for Jason Faust. And the Cyclones retake the lead at 22-20. Boehner working now with it. He'll pass it up for into Kendrick. Kendrick looking down for Having, taken away by Max French. And Ruger Olsen heading out of there with it. He has it stolen away. And Western coming back with it. Boehner looking to drive lane, goes up, fouled by French. Did a nice job there, kind of a hesitation, and got Max French in the air, went on up. So Boehner will be at the free throw line with a chance to tie things up. Free throw on the way, it is good. Jair Flora-Durham going to come in. Ready is the second one. And it is no good. So 1 point advantage for the Cyclones as they come back with it. Faust holds it way out top there into McCartney. McCartney spins the turn, the fadeaway, no good. Jair Flora-Durham, no good. 50 seconds left. Western can try to come back into the lead here as they bring it into Kendrick. Kendrick down low for Having. Out for Foss. His shot no good. And the rebound, Kendrick mistimed his jump. Cyclones able to grab it. Melvin walking it up here. 35 seconds left. We'll see if they go for one. As Melvin going to get bumped and fouled by Kendrick. And on Kendrick, that I believe will be his fourth. Quick check in. Sizemore going to come in. Into Olsen. Ruger Olsen. Dribbling him 20 seconds up. Going to try to set up a double screen. And double dribble as he tried to avoid Boehner. So once again, Western will get it back. Turnovers haven't been a little bit of a problem here late in this third quarter for the Cyclones. 15 seconds as Flint brings it up to Boehner. Boehner down the far side, looks in the post, bounces up, and fires into Having in the post to Boehner. He'll drive lane. Kick out to Flint. Flint three on the way, bounces short, and the rebound knocked out of bounds. That'll end the third quarter play. We head to the fourth. with a good one. As we head to the fourth quarter, it is 22-21, West Prairie holding the advantage here. Let's take this time out on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
And back here in the fourth quarter, the Western huddle, as they talk a little bit about what they're going to try to do for this fourth quarter play. It has been a tight one all the way along. Western had hopped back into the lead at 22-20, or had hopped back into the lead at 20-19, and then Jason Faust hitting a three. Put him up. Western will start the fourth quarter with the basketball, as they'll throw it right to their coach and turn it over. Not exactly the play that he drew up, I am sure. Faust into Melvin. As Melvin walking it up here for West Prairie. Comes down, looking to hit Olson out top. Olson a fake, watching Faust. Now Faust runs out top, shoots the three. That one squeezed the orange a little tight on that one. And Flint will bring it back the other way. It is Flint, Foss, Sizemore, Having, and Boehner on the floor for Western. Sizemore holds it above his head on the far side wing, up top for Boehner, who lost it a second and got it back. Sizemore a bounce, swings it out to Flint. Flint setting the play up. Tried to go to Foss, and Foss lost out of bounds. Nice pressure by Dalen McCartney there. Inbounds to Melvin. And the Cyclones working with 6 minutes left to go here in this ball game. Off to Faust. Faust waits, comes over to Jair Flora Durham. Joined by Olson, also McCartney out there. And McCartney dribbles around, and Foss able to pick it away. Foss driving lane, goes up, shoots it, no good. And then Ruger Olson fouled on the rebound by Sizemore. So the turnover not hurting the Cyclones there, very close. We're very lucky that they did not get hurt on that one. As they bounce it out for Olson. Ruger Olson in the lane. McCartney shoots, air ball. Rebound though, Flora Durham. He'll put it up, miss it, and Having's out of there with it. Western has had a boatload of chances to take the lead in this and have not been able to capitalize. Flint drives lane, bouncing in for Having. He'll put it up, put it in, and just as I say that, there they go. And the Wildcats lead it 23-22. 23-22 advantage as Melvin dribbles up. Gets it to Ruger Olson. Olson waits for McCartney, can't go there, wanted to go to Faust. And works it over. Flora Durham with it, bouncing into McCartney. McCartney miss, and Foss pulls it out. 4:40 left to go here in the ball game. Up to Foss, he'll pull the three way off the mark, but having the rebound, and it'll be a travel. He spun and fell. McCartney will come out as Max French will come back in. Melvin with the timeline. It's a screen from Flora Durham. Spins. Cam Melvin hands off to Faust. Faust loops it out, and French can't get hold of it. 23-22 here. Cyclones having a little trouble getting the offense going. As Foss with it, looking in quickly, comes back to Flint on the pass. Flint will dribble drive and go over to Boehner. Boehner looking, he's got Kendrick back in there. And we've got a bump foul by Melvin. Kendrick. To Flint. And he'll work it up against Ruger Olson. Cyclones going man on man, down to Foss. Foss in the lane, having gathers, puts it up, puts it in. Able to shoot up and in over Max French and makes it a 3-point lead, 25-22. About the largest that Western has had with 3:40 left to go in the game. Melvin dribbles down to the near side, looking for Ruger Olson out top, gives it to him. Looking for Faust. Faust turned one of the three, comes to Flora Durham. Bounces back for Faust. Faust holds. Back to Flora Durham. He'll wheel down the lane, kick over for French. French shot on the way. Good. Max French knocks down a big bucket for the Cyclones. And we'll have a timeout. We'll step aside. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Black screen's what happens when Greg's doing 2 or 3 different jobs at the same time. I had to gather the senior parents. Mr. Finch and I were trying to get each other to understand what was going on. Glad you are alongside here. And now inbounds comes to Boehner. Boehner going to bounce as the Cyclones full court press. 3 minutes left to go in the game. 25-24, Western leads. Flint on the run into lane, tapped away and stolen. Ruger Olson in a hurry into the front court. Cut off there, works to the far side, nearly had it poked away to Melvin. Melvin over to Faust. Faust looking in, out to Olson. Olson down the lane, gets bumped, and if that's Kendrick, he's gone. And Riley Kendrick has fouled out of the ball game. Replaced by Sizemore. Max French is going to come back in as well. He'll replace McCartney. .245 left to go now. Inbounds to Faust. Faust 3. Got it! Sports corner 3. Jason Faust. Huge shot there for the Cyclones. And now it's 27-25 Cyclones. Boehner drawing a foul back the other way. .27-25. Looking to bring it into Having instead to Sizemore. Sizemore over to Flint. Flint fakes. Gives it over to Foss. Foss wanted to give it right back. Couldn't. Now gives it to him. Flint. Working around here, looking to work lane for Boehner. Boehner wheeling around. Bounces out for Flint. Flint, 2:10 left. World of time left. Sizemore down the lane. He'll bounce out to Boehner. Boehner coming lane over to Sizemore. He'll shoot 15-footer. Nails it. And we're tied at 27. Western will talk things over. And so will we. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Coming in for whether it's OB or just your women's health can be a very scary, kind of daunting experience. So it's nice that we have this welcoming, state-of-the-art space to bring our patients into. I think the best part of my job is being able to take care of women and just make them feel empowered and know that we're here for them, that their problems are real, that their concerns are real, and we just want to give them the best care possible. Nothing makes me feel better than when my patients tell me this is the most comfortable they've ever felt at a woman's health exam.
And now look in at Western's huddle here. Tie game, 27-27, 2 minutes left to go. Each team with 2 team fouls. And really nobody on the court other than Flint in a little bit of foul trouble, has 3. Nobody else in any danger. As Melvin and Faust will bring it up. Faust looks for Melvin, finds him. In for Flora Durham. Flora Durham shooting shot, gets it to go. Nice shot there by Jair. As Flint brings it back the other way. Faust with it, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound Ruger Olson. And Olson will bring it out of there. So 29-27, Cyclones lead it. And we've got a timeout called by Sam to counter. 1.5 minutes left to go here in this 4th quarter. And we'll stay right here and give you the rest of our, if you haven't been with TSSR, what we'll do is when we end this game, we'll hop on over to our other game stream, and we will have the Senior Day festivities on there as well. So stay tuned for those as we kind of put that as a part of the package. And then, of course, we'll have the varsity contest, and then again end the stream, and then we'll go on to the girls regional game as we have a triple header for you here this afternoon. Glad you're alongside for sports action here on TSSR Game Time Live. And now the officials trying to get him out of the huddle. As we'll go to work here. And Sam DeCounter with his charges there. A few last-second suggestions is the way I'll put it. I know better. Strongly worded suggestions, I would guess. And now Olson has it now. He'll work it up against Flint. Coming over for Flora Durham. Watching McCartney. Gives it to him. McCartney shot. Melvin the rebound. He'll put it up and miss it. And a fight for it. Boehner coming out of there with it. Jump ball. Possession error will stay with the Cyclones. Minute 15 left to go here. Cyclones just have to hold on to it. Into Flora Durham, he lost it, and Melvin did not reestablish before he got the ball. Here comes Flint up. Again, 2-point advantage here for the Cyclones as we go minute 6, clock rolling 4th quarter. And they get it to Sizemore. Sizemore fouled as he goes through. As Cam Melvin commits the personal. Sizemore up at the line. And that'll be the 3rd on Cam Melvin, and the 3rd on the team. Sizemore free throw is no good off to the side of the rim. So can just make it a 1-point deficit. Second one is good. So the Wildcats make it 29-28. Cam Melvin bring it up. 55 seconds left to go here in this 4th quarter. Faust out top, spins. Javon out there under heavy pressure, bounces to Olson. Olson working on Flint, slides around him, missed the lay-in though. And then they committed the foul, so the 3rd team foul. Is having a nice job here, Olson. That'll be his 1st. (29-28), 40 seconds left. As now Sizemore with it. Out to Foss. He'll put up the 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Foss able to sneak in, but lost the handle. Oh, They say off of Faust and out of bounds. And timeout. Whistled here by Western. 29-28. Cyclones lead here by 1. 25 seconds left to go here in the contest. And we'll have a quick timeout here as the officials, as I was laughing, I was looking at my watch, they're trying to get this game in as quick as they can. And then you get one like this where you get it awfully tight all the way along. Everybody using timeouts here. We will see if they can get everything squeezed in the appropriate amount of time. As the Cyclones, as Sam DeCounter said, basically all they have to do is play defense. Possession arrow is in favor of the Wildcats. And now Boehner will bring it in. Sizemore back by himself beyond half court. He'll bring it to him. He'll dribble it up. Look to work on Melvin. Picks up his dribble out top. Comes to Having. Now to Boehner. Boehner lost the hand on it and turned it over. Max French will check in. And Dalen McCartney will go out. And they don't realize the Cyclones actually have, and I don't think the officials realized they actually had 6 people on the floor. And they call a full timeout. We'll step aside here. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Coming in for whether it's OB or just your women's health can be a very scary, kind of daunting experience. So it's nice that we have this welcoming, state-of-the-art space to bring our patients into. I think the best part of my job is being able to take care of women and just make them feel empowered and know that we're here for them, that their problems are real, that their concerns are real, and we just want to give them the best care possible. Nothing makes me feel better than when my patients tell me this is the most comfortable they've ever felt at a woman's health exam.
And we're talking about here, yes, indeed, folks. I guess the officials did not see that. Had 6. The Cyclones had 6 on the floor there. And if you're wondering, you're curious at home, that is indeed a technical foul. And a big change here, 10 seconds left. And the Cyclones have to bring it in and up. Now, becomes big for Western. Western only has 2 team fouls in this fourth quarter. Max French will trigger it in. Looking. Lobs it up. Melvin with it. Holds on, and he'll be fouled. So ran about 1.9 seconds off. Melvin into McCartney. Wide open layup is good. Somebody forgot Dalen McCartney, and now we'll have a timeout by Western. 31-28 lead here, 2.6 seconds left to go. And they're going to take a full timeout here with 2.6 seconds left, 31-28 the lead here for the Cyclones there, and somebody forgot Dalen McCartney. And you see the Western coaches talking their charges there, trying to get through. And that was kind of an interesting sequence there. Cyclones taking advantage as they were able to get McCartney free on the screen. And now we'll bring it in. Western has to go length of the floor and has to hit a 3 just to tie us and get it into overtime. Cyclones are going to be up, but you definitely don't want to foul. 2.6 seconds left. Basically enough time for the chuck and duck. Flint running wide, takes a couple of dribbles, 3 on the way, got it! And we are tied. My goodness. Wow, overtime as the Wildcats, Flint ties it at the buzzer. Flint very sharp on the play, puts it in and good, and we have overtime. We have overtime. Flint put that one on the way. Pure and True drops in and makes it 31-31. 3-minute overtime. And the best laid plans, ladies and gentlemen, the best laid plans, that's how they go. As they set it up here, now this does give an extra timeout. 31-31. Cam Melvin, the only one in any real trouble foul-wise for the Cyclones. As they will jump it up again, 3 minutes they're going to put on the clock for the overtime. And tip comes to Foss. He's going to bring it to Flint. Flint dribbling up here, working on Olson. Comes down to Foss, waits, holds. Back to Flint. Over to Sizemore. Sizemore looking at having, cutting in, couldn't get it to him. He's out to Foss, over to Flint. Flint working the far side, looking to dribble on Ruger Olson. In the lane, having, passing over to Flint, lays it up and in. And the Wildcats take the lead, 33-31. Cam Melvin, I thought he was going to hand it off to Ruger Olson. Trying to get through to him. And they're going to whistle Flint with a push on McCartney. As I said, he was knocked McCartney over on the screen. And that will be, importantly, 4 on Flint. Into Olson. Olson dribbling here, 2:15 left to go. In this overtime period, I'll say it, the first overtime. Olson trying to dribble. Shoots, shot, won't go. Rebound tip. Boehner flips it back in. Fight for it. Melvin with it. Puts it up. He can't get it to go. Olson had it. Fight on the floor. And they're going to whistle Ruger Olson for the personal. Now, in case you're wondering, the 5-foul thing, it stays at what it was in the fourth quarter. So, free throws the rest of the way for Western. Having up at the free throw line. Free throw is up, no good. Trying to extend it to a 3-point lead for Western. Free throw on the way. Came across the free throw line, so the free throw, no good. Cam Melvin works it up here. We're under 2 minutes, 1:55 left to go. As Melvin drives right in, lays it up, missed it, having the rebound. And we've got another foul on the rebound. Cyclones got a little bit grabby there. And that's going to put Having up to the free throw line. Foul will be on French, his second. Free throw is no good. And we have a violation. Jason Faust was walking up while the shooter had the ball, so that'll be another free throw. Having misses it. All kinds of trouble at the free throw line. Free throw up, no good. Rebound tip. Max French able to pull it out of there. Minute 45 left to go here. Jason Faust. Looking down, comes over for Olsen. Ruger Olsen gonna bounce it through. Holds, waits. Minute and a half left to go here. Max French. For Olsen, he'll put up the three, no good. Cam Melvin the rebound, minute 20 left. To McCartney. McCartney will wheel it out here. He'll set it up. Comes over to Faust. Faust dribbling out top. Pressured by Boehner. And Sam DeCounter will have to take a timeout. He's not happy that Faust picked up his dribble. And they will keep it here. Minute 10, 33-31. And as I laughed, best laid plan, Joe, to get everything in and quick and on time. And here we got the first overtime. I will say it that way. As the Cyclones hang on here. Minute 10. As Western got the 2-point lead on Flint. Flint, the only basket of overtime. And Flint had the huge basket at the end of regulation to tie it up. They'll settle in here. And now here we go. Cyclones will bring it in. Sam DeCounter out of timeouts. 33-31, minute 10 left to go. Max French into Cam Melvin. Melvin dribbles down, trying to take Foss off the dribble. Banging his way in there. They're going to whistle Foss for the personal. And that's going to put Cam Melvin up to the free throw line. Melvin trying to tie it up. Free throw on the way. Good. Hey, why not? 33-32. Jair Flora-Durham in. Second one, no good. Rebound picked up by Flint, but he lost the handle on it. Melvin up with it. Shot is good! Cyclones take the lead and Flint down. (34-33). Flint down on the floor. Yeah, and a very upset mom coming out expressing her displeasure with the on that. Flint able to come off on his own power. And now 34-33. Cyclones lead it here by 1. 50 seconds left to go in this game. They bring Dunn in. Boehner's at the throttle now. Having got plenty of time, don't have to be in any hurry. Sizemore down, puts it up, missed it. Rebound fought for, and Ruger Olsen's out of there with it. Trapped in the backcourt to Melvin. Melvin whips it up to McCartney. McCartney shoots, missed it. Rebound, Having's down with it. Has it poked away by Melvin. Having pokes it back away, and then Boehner will give the foul. Kind of a wild back and forth sequence. Cam Melvin can essentially put this away. Thought that before. Melvin, free throw's no good. The 34-33 Cyclones. Dunn out, Flint back in. Second. And having pulled down, he's going to get fouled, so we'll go back the other way. Having at the free throw line has had his struggles here so far. 34-33. All he needs one. Free throw up and good. Now remember, Sam DeCounter does not have any timeouts. We're tied here at 34. 24 seconds left again, a world of time. Free throw's good. Having gets them both, and the Wildcats will talk it over. We'll step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MD8. Well, here it is. 24.4 seconds left to go. And if this is any indication of the way the day is going to go, we're going to have some fun. Melvin brings it in to Olsen. Walks it up here, clock. So the clock hadn't quite started when, so we're going to put it at 24 seconds. 24.4 seconds. And so they will, it is 35-34. 24 seconds left to go here in the contest. And the clock on the way now. High 1-4 set here by the Cyclones, most likely trying to spring Faust. Olsen working on Flint. Finally gets in. Boehner right in his pocket. Out to Ruger Olsen. Ruger Olsen driving on Flint. Lost the head on it. Fight for it. And Olsen got back up and traveled with it. So it comes back over to Western. And Western will call another timeout to talk it over. As they take another timeout here, 7.1 seconds left. Western leads it here by 1. And basically all they have to do, get it in. Most likely going to be fouled, have to make a couple free throws. We'll switch in. Jair Flora-Durham will check in. It'll be Flora-Durham, Olsen, Melvin, Faust, and McCartney here. Sizemore will bring the ball in under the basket. Having is back here with Flora-Durham. Foss is also at half court. Boehner and Flint are up. They bring it in. Olsen with a steal. Lost the hand on it. Fighting for it on the floor. Who's got it? And we got a timeout called. Sizemore calls timeout with 1.9 seconds left. Ruger Olsen had stole it, got it back. And now 1.9 seconds left. The game that would not die here. And the Cyclones set it up here. This is one of those you can almost fling it down the floor, get it far enough to have one guy tip it. Well, there you go. Biggest thing you can have is a steal on the inbounds. Cyclones have it on a tie-up. As they'll set it here. Sizemore waits. Waits. Gives it in, get it into Flint. He'll be fouled. And so Flint will shoot free throws at the other end. And that is the fifth on Cam Melvin. He will foul out. Flint will set up. And basically all of the time that there's room is for a chuck and duck for West Prairie free throw number 1 is good. 36-34. Ready's the second one. Got it. Olsen flings it at the buzzer, and that's it. The Wildcats of Western knock off in overtime the Cyclones in the JV contest. Like I said, as crazy as that was, I just can't imagine what the varsity is going to be like. We're going to step aside on this one. We'll be back to bring you the varsity contest in just a moment. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.